You're listening to a Durham WhoSoc production. Doctor Who Out of the Shadows. Episode 12. Against the Dying of the Light. Written and directed by Jacob Cook.
Whoa there! What's the rush?
You! I can't. There's nowhere to go.
I know. Isn't it glorious?
Please, free these people. Give us our world back.
Are you a man of religion?
Yes.
Didn't do you too good, did it?
They're gone. Oh, thank the Lord.
Okay. That's what we don't want to happen.
It's not so bad. You pass out, don't feel a thing.
Yeah, don't mean I want to get sucked into a wall, Wilson.
Shut it, the pair of you. Keep quiet, keep low, head for the alley.
Got it.
Let's go.
Should not be here.
I'm allowed. Special permission from the Minister of War.
He gave you permission to walk free.
He didn't recruit me. Same difference.
I see no reason to believe you.
You've seen how the survivors react. I'd be running or hiding if I didn't know I wasn't safe, not out in the open like this.
All this is a ploy. I could convert you now. Cut through your charade.
Call him! He'll tell you I'm allowed!
Your freedom is granted.
Yeah. Thanks.
The Minister has a message for you, however.
Enjoy your game while it lasts. One day, I might get bored of you.
I'll keep it in mind.
You alright?
Yeah, fine. I've been through worse.
Wow, you really weren't kidding about this place.
This isn't what it looked like last time.
Neither is Earth, but go off, I guess.
Hey, your neck's red. What happened?
Got choked out by Shadowman. No big deal. I'm used to it.
You made it.
Bunny!
I'm so glad to see you. Never thought I would again.
How'd you end up here?
Same as you, just quicker. Booked once everybody else back at the shelter got all shadowy. He'd out for a day or two. Then Jason found me. Brought me here. His lad was already camping out.
Hi.
Of course he rescued you first.
Of course I did, yeah. He had it just as bad as you.
Damien, you've not heard from that Jason boy, have you?
Saw him on a bus a while back. Why?
Your mother saw him in town earlier, poking around all those soldiers. Wondered if he was causing trouble.
Yes, maybe stealing equipment or something or other.
He wouldn't do anything like that.
Still defending him? I've told you, you're better off without his influences.
Okay, first of all, I was the one influencing him, if anything. Second of all...
Must be a storm coming.
Mum? Dad? Oh God. Jason!
Damien! Oh, thank Christ you're alright.
What's happening? Where's the doctor?
Bad stuff. No idea. Come on. So we missed the obvious, and the Minister of War took over the world. Just a few of us left for the shadows that chase around. I made it back here with Damien. The TARDIS moved us somewhere a little safer. She's doing what she can, but that's not much.
She?
Yeah. She's a multi-dimensional time machine that's also maybe a woman, and I'm her gay adopted son. Any questions? Anyway, now they have us, they're gearing up to fight.
Fight who?
Each other. They're trying to figure out who's the better army. Whichever one wins will go off to a bigger war. We're just a testing ground.
Yeah, but these shadow things were already here, right? So why can't we stop them again? We did before.
We didn't. The Doctor did. That lasts for the rest of you.
But she could do it, right? What you told me about her, she seemed like a pretty special woman.
She is. But she's missing. We can't find her. Wherever she is, it can't be worse than here.
Enemy forces detected in Sector 12. Dispatch Dalek Squadron 7.
Daleks. Seems about right for today.
Locate, exterminate. Seek, locate, exterminate.
So this will be Sector 12. Great. Right. Plan. Step 1. Get back to Earth. That might need a few sub-steps. Okay, 1A, find out where I am. 1B, find transport. 1C, don't get shot by either side of this war.
Can't identify yourself.
Oh, who do you think?
You are the Doctor. You will be exterminated. Casing impaired. Casing impaired.
With me, now.
Rebellion forces will be exterminated.
This way. We must hurry. The commander will wait for nobody.
This way. We must retreat now.
Commander, we should depart. We have maximized our troop retention. To stay longer would lead to unnecessary losses.
Your analysis is correct. Initiate launch sequence.
Engage Rebellion flight craft. No survivors.
Mavellans, eh? It's been a long time since I saw you lot.
You have encountered our species before?
On Skaro, your war wages on as ever. Which could be the point, actually. I'm the Doctor, by the way. The Daleks might have mentioned me.
They have not. I'm Commander RACKELS. This is Lieutenant LAGELL.
What planet is this? What year?
The planet Savanson. Dead for millennia. Designated year 4495.
Oh, I'm a long way from Earth. I need to get back. My jacket!
What about your jacket?
It's ruined!
Is this important?
Unequivocally.
How?
Help them fight their war. They're the only way you'll find VILVELLA. I don't know.
Report.
The Daleks have followed our trail.
Rebellion ship disabled. Focus firepower on the secondary flight craft.
Our allies are down. We are the only squadron left.
Increase thrust.
I recommend the escape pods, Commander.
Agreed. Soldiers, advance to the escape pods. We must preserve our forces.
Yes, escape pods. Very good idea.
I'm afraid our troops take priority, Doctor. Our condolences.
You want me off this ship in one piece, trust me. Leaving me to die helps nobody but the Daleks.
Why should we evacuate you? What strategic advantage do you provide?
I'm the biggest threat they've ever faced. If you want any chance of surviving this skirmish, I'm it.
Very well.
This one.
Decoupling.
The Daleks are relentless. We cannot escape them.
Aim down.
What? What are you doing?
It's the only way we can get out of their range of firepower. They won't bother shooting someone who's almost certainly going to kill themselves.
Kill themselves?
I said almost, sharp. Wait for it. Now! How's that for strategic advantage?
You need to stop. I've not seen you sleep since this started.
I've slept a bit. I'm fine. Got about 6 hours.
Each day?
Total.
There you go. See? That's better.
You holding up okay?
I'm fine, yeah. Last week I was dealing with a landlord and trying to sort out student accommodation. Anything's better than that.
Bit early to start sorting that out, isn't it?
It's never too early with landlords. Besides, it's closer than you think.
Is it? What month are we on?
We've hit August. You've been gone a while.
Oh. Did you wait?
Yeah, I did. Not like I had many choices. Wait, that came out wrong.
Oh, I know. Anyway, he'd be Shadow by now. No competition at all.
Let me guess, you orchestrated this whole thing to win my heart.
Obviously. You're not one for flowers.
I am totally one for flowers, thank you.
Is that a hint? Because I can go raid a flower shop if you want.
Maybe later. What is it?
Nope. Can't stop.
Lad, Damien's right. There's now what you can do,
but wait here and hope it all goes away. And it will, when the Minister of War decides which of his armies is better after they've killed the other one. The only way out of this that I can see is half the planet dead. Ow!
What's going on?
Go back to sleep. Sod all else to do.
Can we do something? Stop your moaning. Come up with a plan.
The Doctor would have a plan already. I'm useless.
Hey now, that's not true. I saw you before you met her. All that initiative. Remember when you robbed that preacher? You don't need her for ideas.
I guess. Okay. There might be something.
Hang on. You want us to try and stop an alien invasion all on our own? We couldn't handle a few shadows nicking us off the streets. How can we do this?
I've seen much worse since then, Tommy. Deadly alien squids, lizard creatures living beneath the earth. Hell, I've tangled with Margaret Thatcher. There's nothing in the universe scarier than that bitch.
Any landing you can walk away from? Such a beautiful planet. We have very different definitions of dead.
Devoid of all higher life forms. The foliage is irrelevant.
Maybe to you.
Commander, we are within range of our original objective. Suggest we attempt to reconvene with remaining troops and continue the mission?
Excellent suggestion. Lead the way.
What objective is that then?
There is a central communications tower overlooking this region. Bringing it under our control would increase our odds of maintaining the planet by 2.34%.
can't pass those odds up.
Can you assist us in this task, Doctor?
I think I have to. Tell me, Commander, how did this conflict with the Daleks start? I know they'll pick a fight with anything that breathes. Or doesn't, no offense. But what drew them to you?
I am not certain of the details.
Lagell? Any idea?
The Daleks infringed on our empire. We've retaliated with force.
You don't sound sure.
I am not. That information is not readily available.
I had a feeling it wasn't.
There is the tower, not far to go.
Lagell, does that device of yours detect life signs?
Yes. Why?
Why do you think?
There are no life forms around us. The scanner would have located them.
Let me see that. You're right. No life forms at all, including us.
That cannot be right. And I am incorrect. This must be a malfunction.
Or that communications tower has already been overtaken. The Daleks are blocking your signals and we're walking right towards them.
You are most likely correct. We should retreat. Try to regroup.
But logically, the blackout will not be absolute. That would disadvantage them also. Which means they already know we're...
Exterminate Modellan forces! Annihilate!
Run! There! Into that cottage! Okay, not liking the odds here. What's that light? There, in the damage to RACKELS. Recovery beacon? Last resort?
I am uncertain. To my knowledge, no Movellan internals can resist Dalek firepower. Once our core is disabled, so is everything else.
Movellan internals, eh? Mind acting as lookout while I do something incredibly stupid.
What?
If you're not Movellan, then what are you?
Exterminate!
Doctor!
Malfunction! Malfunction! Flight systems disabled!
Cheers. Now let's have a look at this. Any idea what this is?
I'm not an expert on our anatomy.
Nor am I. But I've got a good hunch.
Your analysis?
Well, you were right, it's not Movellan. It's an override chip. This could allow an external source to control your body, your mind. And I think I know which source. I'm picturing a smug twit in an outdated suit.
But how did this enter the commander's body without her knowledge?
Oh, it's not just her. It's in every one of you. This whole war is a game. An eternal bored with eternity and passing the time through third-party slaughter. Evidently, sometimes he likes to take the controls. Virtual reality, with the boundaries broken and screaming.
And the Daleks?
I doubt they know they're a part of it. The Minister of War probably pointed them in your general direction and let their bloodlust take care of the rest.
Where is this chip located?
Somewhere in your abdomen. I can't be sure where. Well, that's that sorted.
More have found us. This structure will not hold against Dalek attack.
But a Dalek isn't getting through that doorway. We can defend ourselves.
A logical stalemate.
You should really do something about those, you know.
It is momentary. The Daleks have a higher potential of reinforcements. We will not be able to resist for long. Still, if we are to die, I will at least die free.
Don't talk that nonsense. This isn't the end. This planet wasn't sophisticated, it was peaceful. The ruins suggest as such. The military aspects, the hangar, the tower, they're all out of place. The question is then, who plonked those down?
The Eternal? This Minister of War you speak of?
Exactly. Except if this whole thing is fake, maybe that goes back further. The planet itself is a charade hiding its secrets designed to be a battleground. So, if it's all linked, and there's a very important military building nearby, and if you're as paranoid and playful as he is... then there's a way out.
Are we exterminated?
You're supposed to be the superior race of the universe. Try climbing down after us. Bye! Right then, on we go.
Those ships in the sky across the world, they transmitted the shadow into everyone. If we can get up there, maybe we can reverse the signal.
Yeah, easier said than done.
The Doctor and I already took out plenty of them. Not the real ones, but they're exactly the same design. If we can disable this one, we can bring half the country back, along with a bunch of soldiers. That's a good start.
So how do we get up there in the first place?
The ground ships have teleporters in them, these big circular portals.
Like Stargates?
I've absolutely no idea. But if we can program them, that's our way up.
If?
It's a lot of ifs. Scouting the ship out first might be a good call. Get our bearings.
They're not just going to let us stroll right in, though.
Half of them still look human. We hide our eyes, we can blend in.
That didn't work too well last time.
They knew who we were last time.
And they won't this time.
They know me and you, sure. But...
Oh, you're kidding me. This is a terrible idea.
Hey, cheer up. It's going alright so far.
No, I'm sticking with it. This is a terrible idea.
It's fine. Those contact lenses should hide your eyes, and they let us talk to each other.
Where did you even find them?
In a drawer. The TARDIS has everything somewhere. I was looking for nail clippers the other week and found one of the Sibylline books.
I don't know how long this will last, lad. We're sticking out like sore thumbs.
You'll stick out more if you keep talking. It's either this or covering yourselves in ink.
I don't think they'll let us through. Looks like it's just the soldiers.
We've learned something then.
See? We're making progress already.
Not much use if we can't get past.
What if we disguise ourselves? Yeah! Dress ourselves up like them!
They're not going to have uniforms lying about that we can get to.
So, get them from the soldiers.
Yeah, because they'll hand them right over.
They will if we play it right. Follow my lead. Hey, over here!
Oh, I love it when they run.
You heard the man.
Come on, where'd you go?
We will shoot you. We've plenty of bodies to spare. Now, that's not going to work twice, is it?
It worked on one of you.
Fascinating. Physically, you're a wreck, but that's spirit. With shadow running through your veins, you could be quite something.
I don't want any of that filth in me, mate. You do more harm than good.
That's the idea.
You alright?
Oh yeah, preachy. Won't work twice, huh?
There are only 2 uniforms here. We need one more.
I'm not going through that rigmarole again.
I don't think these are your size anyway, Bernie.
Plus, only 2 of them went after you. If 3 come back, they might notice.
Then I guess it's up to us. Right, Tommy?
Guess so.
They'll let us through. It's fine.
Good job. Keep it up. That's the gateway I was on about. They moved it. Just go through.
Do you wish to reach the Prime ship?
Yes. Yes, we do.
Why are you on lift duty?
The sacrifices of war are immeasurable.
Okay, the control room is out the door and to your right.
You really think we can take this lot?
We can give them back their souls. That's all we need to do.
No wonder the street seemed empty. They must all be here.
Yeah. At least that means it's a little easier for us on the ground.
Look at you, being the optimist.
It's not going to last.
That door there. Let me see the controls.
Whoa, what a view.
Wilson, I set the controls.
Right, sorry.
Anything?
I'm not sure. Damien?
Don't look at me. Is it making a political point?
Not really. Just flashing a bit.
This is good though. The TARDIS can analyze these images. Maybe find a weakness. There's got to be some tech around here somewhere that'll take it out.
Can we get out of here then?
Yeah, come back and we'll... Guys, run!
Hello there, young things.
We must be close now.
Doctor, I have to ask, if our species' existence was designed for a purpose, is there any point to us beyond that?
Your robots. You must have wondered about your manufacturer.
No, never. All I've ever known was conflict.
You and a trillion others. But spoiler warning, this war isn't as eternal as the Eternal would like. There is an end date. And you win, pushing the Daleks back into pitiful schemes for power. Once this is over, your species can strive for whatever it wants.
That is somewhat reassuring, but the probability of me remaining alive to witness such freedom is minimal at best.
If you're not fighting for the future, you shouldn't be fighting at all. Here we are. Oh dear.
Provide firepower to the Doctor. Exterminate!
Is this the correct location?
You could say that. We've arrived in the middle of a battle. Quite literally.
Then we must assist.
We're right in the line of fire. You'll be a sitting duck.
I do not understand the reference to waterfowl, but I know, fabricated or not, that my people need defending.
Alert! Additional Rebellion forces! Retreat! Secure ground on other levels!
Thank you for your assistance.
Yeah, no problem. How'd you lot get here then? I presume we were the only survivors.
Our ship crashed with minimal damage. We were able to gather our forces and siege the tower. Unfortunately, the Daleks had secured it first. Where is Commander RACKELS?
Deceased. Killed by a Dalek on the surface.
Condolences.
Likewise. But there is a larger issue at hand.
I don't think that's too important right now.
Our race has been infiltrated by one of the highest species, an Eternal. Our conflict with the Daleks has been manipulated for his entertainment.
This seems statistically unlikely.
Agreed, but I can provide proof.
No, you can't. We really should be going.
Inside our bodies are override chips, capable of removing our will. This Eternal can control us as if a game.
Legel, shut up right now.
Why? Is it not better to inform them of this revelation?
Think about it. Those chips allow the Minister of War to see through the eyes of any Movellan on the planet and control them at will. If he happens to spot you revealing his secrets, what do you think he's going to do?
Oh, very clever. But I'm afraid you can't leave with that information.
Probably that! This really doesn't look like Dalek occupation to me. Okay, fine. Actually, we're a bit busy right now.
You will obey or be exterminated!
I've got information. Information you might like to know. This war, your constant fighting with the Movellans, it's all a sham. You're being manipulated by a higher being.
Impossible! Daleks are the supreme beings!
Keep telling yourself that. Because imagine if you were wrong, eh? Imagine if there was someone else pulling the strings, insulting your status. Imagine if they had access to technology that could control your hardware. Oh no.
Emergency! Controls unresponsive!
Legel, run! Come on!
We are approaching an impassable corridor. What now?
You tell me.
We could...
Legel! Disintegration beams. Third time's the charm. Give it up. Whatever you throw at me, it's not enough. So come out! I know you're here. It's a communications tower. Where else would you be? Let's settle this ephemeral to eternal.
Hello, dear. Would you like a cup of tea?
Fascinating observation technology. Very cunning, I almost fell for it. What was your plan? Sneak on board? Succeed? Where a Time Lord failed?
I think so. I never really got it, but I didn't like to make a fuss.
Oh, of course not. You were merely sent to do Mr. Whittaker's dirty work. Who needs the doctor, eh? Well, if you're going to send me ripe humans, I might as well make use of them. Tell me, Jason, do you think one has a prettier face than the other?
What?
I was just wondering if you'd prefer one over the other as a host, so you can admire their features. But fine. If you're going to refuse my offer,
hey, what?
A shadow man for Mr. Stevens.
Get off!
And life as a host for Miss Davies. Now, Jason, are you going to say sorry?
Go to hell, you son of...
Oh, dear. Someone could have used a lesson from the analyst. Now, I can't vaporize you, but I know the next best thing. Soldier.
Yes, sir.
I no longer have need of your services. Dissolve your form.
Dissolve?
Stop by any time you want, and I'll make it quick.
Jason?
There you go, sweetie. Hope it's not too hot.
I'm sure it's fine. Vilvella, is it?
Very astute. Someone's been keeping you well informed.
I have my sources. Although I was expecting someone else. I don't suppose you know the Minister of War?
Never heard of them. Unless... You don't mean Blix, do you?
That's him.
Is he really calling himself that? My word, no wonder he's losing.
Losing what?
Oh, didn't he tell you? We have a contest, he and I, to shape the longest lasting conflict, while away eternity. Winner takes, well, nothing. Corporeal objects will only turn to dust in our hands. But it's better than watching stars die. That gets old quicker than you'd think.
So the Sontaran and Rutan conflict?
My brother's contribution. Drat it. I think he's winning no matter my efforts. I've tried, you know. I really have. Co-opting the Daleks. That deserves a little praise.
I don't think you'll get it. Blix has been taking credit for your brother's work, sent me to wallow in your war, erasing you from the narrative.
That little rascal! I bet he's not even moved on from his Shadowkin obsession, has he? Unoriginal and lazy to the end. Now, building a new species, like 2 new species, that takes work.
The Daleks? I think someone beat you to them.
Not the Daleks. I had 2 ideas for their foes. The Movellans and these odd fellows I called mechanoids. I pitted them against each other, and the former proved more successful. or rather, more durable. Then again, we do share a hairstyle. Perhaps I'm a little vain.
Slaughter in your image.
It's the personal touch. You said Blix had deposited you here. Let me scoop you back to your normal time. It's the least I can do for this lovely talk. Mervellans make awful conversation partners. Just make sure you give them a good kicking from me. Let's see. 21st century Earth? Shouldn't take a moment.
I will warn you, because I'm nice. After I've stopped Blix, I'm coming for you and your brother. Stop your games now, and it'll be easier on both of us.
I can see why he likes you.
That never gets easier. Although it's looking calm for an alien occupation. Come on, let's go meet the neighbours. I'm a bit early. Can't go and warm myself, so what can I... Of course. This is where I come in. One light strip, and one vortex manipulator. Alright, whoever you are, hands where we can see them. Really? Really? That's the best line I could come up with. Don't shoot at them! Honestly, I thought you'd learn after last time. Last time? Right, that hasn't happened yet. You didn't need to come here. How was I supposed to know? Use a little foresight. That's easy for you to say. I was always part of events. Who composed Beethoven's Fifth? Help them fight their war. They're the only way you'll find VILVELLA. Please work, you cheap and nasty time travel. Oh, I survived. That's always good. Too late to stop mass conversion. If it's not one thing, it's another. But now I'm back in Stockton. I can get to the TARDIS, regain my footing, then... And I'm in Stockholm. Right. Autocorrect might have just doomed the planet.
Cheer up. Might never happen.
I'm pretty sure it already happened. So this is it. The end of the world. At least I'm somewhere without a leaky roof.
No chance the Doctor is coming back then?
She'd be here by now. She'd have stopped our stupid attempt to fix everything. Like we could. This is way beyond anything we can handle. We're trapped in the TARDIS forever. Still, worst places to be.
Hey, you found her before. She stuck with you all this time. And from everything you've told me, this is nothing to her. She'll make it back. She'd never leave you like this, would she?
I don't know. She wasn't that enthusiastic when we first met. Maybe she's glad to be rid of me. Oh, what is it now? What the... Doctor!
Did you miss me?
What? What even?
Don't tell me you've never raided an airfield riddled with shadow creatures after a quick detour into a future battle with militant pepper pots.
Somehow no.
You're missing out. Right, TARDIS, now.
Doctor!
Damien! And you must be Bernie. Jason speaks highly of you.
Likewise.
Right, down to business. What did I miss?
We tried to break into the ship, see if we could reverse the process, but it didn't work. Tommy and Wilson were converted. Wilson killed.
I'm sorry.
Please tell me you have a plan.
Plan? Oh yeah, I've got one of those. I've had one from the start. Since the day we met. Don't you remember?
Remember what? No.
Sorry, I'm not following.
When we first met the Shadowmen, I was able to use my leftover regeneration energy to burn away the shadow. Only worked at a local range, but give me, say, a bunch of global transmitters. I could simultaneously affect every possessed human, Shadowman or host.
That's got to take more energy than last time.
7 billion people. Everything I've got.
It'll kill you.
Yeah.
And the Minister?
Tricky to say. If he's got any connection with the Shadow.
He does. I saw him take hold of a Shadowman.
Then we can discorporate him. He was right, Eternals can't die. They can lose physicality. That might shut him up.
It's not an option. You can't give yourself up like this. You don't even know if it'll work on this scale. What about the hosts? That's regeneration energy inside half the population. That could cause serious damage to them.
You think I don't know the odds? There's a chance it doesn't work. A chance I disintegrate half of humanity's DNA. Hell, I could end up passing on the ability to regenerate. Except there's nothing else to do. Billions will die. The rest carted off to an endless fight until eternity passes. It's brutal. But sometimes I need to match that brutality. I need a hammer. And I'm paying for that decision.
Do not go gentle into that good night.
What?
It's a poem, Dylan Thomas.
Oh, is that what he told you? Plagiarist.
Doctor.
Do not go gentle into that good night. Old age should burn and rave at close of day. Rage. Rage. Against the dying of the light.
They've got to know. Why aren't they attacking us?
Fear. Their biological codex retains memory. They remember burning.
We're not making it through all them.
They'll stay back from me. Stick close and you'll be...
You return to me. I see your intentions.
Scared?
On the contrary, for I know the truth. You cannot succeed.
Unless you've got another spaceship tucked away up there, I think I can. You get one chance. Leave and never return.
Your offer is meaningless. A platitude to clean your hands of blood. But there will be no cleansing tonight. Soldiers, begin.
They're killing each other. Right across the world.
We need to get up to that ship now. I can shield you. They probably won't even notice us.
But people will die while we do.
Ugh, okay, Damien, you and I go up to the ship. Jason, Bernie, disrupt the fighting.
How?
Cannon fodder.
It's been an honor.
Hasn't it just?
Damien?
Not all fighting then.
The Minister suspected your tricks, son.
You can't be.
Damien?
Damien? How are you?
Your plans were foreseen. You will not make it to the control room alive or unconverted.
Do we get a choice which one it is?
Doctor?
Come on! You can get to me!
Doctor!
I'm sorry!
You got a plan?
You really trust me with one?
Why not? Can't get any worse.
Sure, stick with that. Light rifles. These can kill them in one shot. But we're not killing them. Got it?
Got it. Alright, you lot. Put the shadow fist down, or you'll all get it.
He'll do it. He's crazy. Oh god.
Well, they're not going for each other anymore. What now?
Fire at the ground. Keep them back.
They're not stopping.
But they're not fighting. We're buying time.
Bernie McTighe.
Tommy! Oh Christ!
Did you always know you'd die with a weapon in hand?
You're not gonna kill me. I know you can't.
And neither of you shall kill me. Stalemate.
You think?
Get off me! Tommy, I know you're still in there. Focus on my voice.
You were always so annoying, you fat...
That's enough of that.
Ernie. Damien! Where's the doctor?
Hi, babe. What's the matter? Is there something in my eye? Why don't you come over and kiss me better?
No! Doctor!
Over here! It hasn't gone as planned. Damien...
I know! And Bernie...
Just run!
I told you to run. Would you rather die?
You've taken everything. The whole planet. What do I have left?
What did you have to begin with?
Just... stop the fighting. Please.
You'd give your life for that?
Yes.
Well, then I'll take it. Not as a bargain, but because it's what you've wanted all along, isn't it? Ah, Doctor, you're right on time to witness an execution.
I fear you may be right.
Please, you really think I believe that you'll go through with this? You're willing to sacrifice yourself, but never able. Always waiting for an intervening force. The moment you have to decide for yourself, you'll crumble. I'm waiting.
And do you really think I'm scared of you? I met one of your opponents. I know what you're like. Your games within games to pretend you're so powerful. You're a fraud. Stealing every idea from someone else with all the time in the universe to think. This sorry excuse for a war. Nothing. I fought in bigger wars than you and your fellow Eternals could ever dream of.
Are you sure about that?
Your obsession with war. You should know one thing about it. They always conclude with the same 2 words. No more. This ends today, no matter the cost.
You're bluffing.
Really?
Really? Really what?
You've got a connection to the entire planet. And this is what you do with it?
What else am I supposed to do?
You forgot. There are 2 ways to defeat the shadows. Remember the hangar?
That wouldn't work on this scale, and the conversion has already taken place.
But what if you had, say, a bunch of global transmitters? A direct link into everybody's head?
Oh, yes.
What is it? What do you think you've figured out?
You should have known. I'm great at plans. Sometimes I have them from the start. Sometimes I cook them up by the skin of my teeth. Sometimes I need a little help from my friends. Because Jason's right. I'm not a hammer kind of person. I prefer a screwdriver. Shadows of the Earth, please attend carefully. Go on. This is your show.
What? No, I can't. I don't know what to say.
But you know who you're saying it to. I believe in you.
Oh, this will never work.
And you'll have eternity to gloat if it doesn't. Now hush.
Okay, everyone. Listen. Because I know you can hear me. Not the shadow. You. Everyone on Earth. You need to remember. Before today, you were somebody. A person with real thoughts, real feelings. Not some pawn in an endless chess game. So, just think. Think of what came before. Think of who you had in your life and channel them. Family? Friends? People you loved? I don't have many of those. But the ones that I do, they matter. Maybe you feel you don't have anybody. You might even be right. But not forever. One day, you'll have somebody to lean on. Somebody who'll stand by you, no matter what. It happened to me. I was alone. I had nothing left to fight for. And the boy I loved came back to me and saved my life. But that's tomorrow. Or the day after, or the day after that. Right now, you've got me. You have no idea who I am, and that makes it better. Somewhere out there, a total stranger is pulling for you. Doesn't know anything about you, what you've done, and is fighting for you anyway. I'm here for you all. Now, and forever.
Maria?
Oh, what happened? I don't know.
Wilson?
Some shadow things?
Impossible. How?
You spent too much time looking at me. Not enough at the brilliance I surround myself with.
This is nothing. I can reassert my control on this planet or another. What have you done?
Mass shadow feedback. Hell on your systems. No, you don't!
Jason!
Get clear!
No. No, this can't be happening. Get off me. No.
What's happening?
The Shadow's trying to survive, latching onto whatever living tissue it can find. And that's him. And now he's mixed with the brickwork. I'd paint over that if I were you.
Got that address?
Yeah, here you go.
Cheers.
Okay, so do you know when you'll be back?
I mean, for you, 3 weeks.
Yeah. Well, I'll see you then.
Right.
Damien all right?
Fine, yeah. He's got stuff to do.
Don't we all? So, where next?
Where next?
Yeah, it's boring here now the fun stuff is over and done with.
Oh, I know exactly where. It's all on here. 1 second, I've got to grab something.
71 Clipston Road, 3 weeks from now. Very unambitious, but okay. I fought in bigger wars than you and your fellow Eternals could ever dream of.
Are you sure about that?
Have we landed?
What have you got in that bag?
Just a few things.
We've barely moved, laterally or chronologically. Why here?
This is Damien's new place. Student accommodation, term starts in a week.
Oh, well, if you want me to make myself scarce for a few hours, say the word and I'll...
Oh, hey, you must be Jason.
The very same. KRYSTIAN, right?
Yeah, Damien's already here. Do you want to...
Just give me a minute. Saying goodbye.
Sure. Want me to get your bag?
That'd be great. Thanks.
I'll put it in your room, upstairs. Second door on the left.
Cool. So... yeah.
Damien's letting you stay.
Don't tell the landlord.
Cross my hearts. Why today?
Because he offered. And I was never going to turn him down.
You can wait. Time machine, you can do a lap of the universe and be here 5 minutes before you left. What's the rush?
You. When you were gone, and I was left trying to think of a plan, I did it too well. Kept myself out of harm's way, let other people take the fall. Exactly how you would have handled it. And that scares me to death. Even now, you were so ready to move on after everything. Wilson's dead, Bernie's gone, the world in shock, and you didn't bat an eyelid. I can't do that. It'd kill me, one way or another. And that's not appealing like it used to be.
What will you do now?
No idea. Something for Tommy, everyone left behind. In the meantime, find a way to pay rent. The charity of students won't last forever. What about you?
Me? I've got Eternals to find. VILVELLA, her brother. Stop those wars I've been ignoring for far too long. Settle a question on my mind.
Thank you.
Jason, please. Thank you. Something to tide you over?
Do you carry a wad of cash with you everywhere?
Stick around, you'll find out. Goodbye, Jason. Have a fantastic life.
You too. However many it ends up being.
Sorry, excuse me.
Martin, have you seen the towels?
Yeah, I moved them into the bathroom.
Why?
Where else do towels go, Emily?
Hey, Jason, where do you think his pride flag should go? Behind the TV or above the kitchen door?
TV?
Told you.
Well, he would agree with you. We can't all bring our boyfriends to back us up.
He's not backing me up. It is a better place to put it.
Yeah, well, I think the door's a better place.
and then she said, anthrax.
That's not what I meant.
I know, but oh, it was so funny.
As bad as you with that bouncer.
Hey, in my defence, I didn't think he could hear me.
Hang on, I haven't heard that story.
Later. I need a lot more alcohol in me for that.
So, Jason, Damien said that you were on the streets for a while. What was that like?
Being homeless isn't what you think. You'd assume it's all begging and knife crime, but it's worse than that. It's a constant reminder, day in, day out, that you have nothing. That's where I was. No family, no friends, nobody who cared for me. All I could trust to look out for me was myself. And then I met a woman called the Doctor. You have been listening to Doctor Who Out of the Shadows, Episode 12, Against the Dying of the Light. Written by Jacob Cook. Starring
EVIE Press as the Doctor.
Jacob Cook as Jason Whittaker.
Owen Smith as Damien Drake.
Richard Sharpe as the Minister of War and Shadowmen.
Rob Morrissey as Bernie McTighe.
Neve Hands as Tommy Davies.
Tom Bell as Wilson Stevens.
Georgia Malkin as Rackles.
Sophie Hughes as LAGELL.
Freya Gautier as Vilvella.
Joseph Booker as Mavellans.
Joe Atwood as Bruce.
Olivia Jones as Talia.
Jacob Freda as Preacher.
Amy Dickinson as Unit Shadow Host.
Olivia SWAIN as Unit Shadow Host 2.
Emily Gammon as O'Donnell and Emily.
JONSKI as KRYSTIAN.
Martin Cafola as Martin.
Rex Munson as the voice of the Daleks.
Other parts were played by members of the cast. The production team was as follows. Director, Jacob Cook. Assistant Director, Becky Latcham. Sound Designer, Ollie Fab. Sound Editors, Caleb Harvey and Tom Lister. Composer, Oliver Hopkins Burke. Production Assistants, Lyra Zhang,
and Matthew Redmond.
Coming soon, Doctor Who Beyond the Shadows. Introducing Georgia Malkin as Angelica Silvera.
Doctor Who Out of the Shadows is an independent production and has no affiliations with Doctor Who or the BBC. For a full list of cast and crew, visit the link in the episode description. I'm Jacob Cook. Thank you for listening.